Hi, my name is John Kelly. I'm a personal injury attorney that handles birth injuries throughout the nation. And we're doing a series on birth injuries. And this is the final video of the series on medical negligence. And this one is neonatal meningitis injuries at birth. Neonatal meningitis in a newborn, is a life-threatening infection that often results from bacteria passed during childbirth. It can cause brain damage, hearing loss, seizures, or even death if not caught and treated promptly. I'll now go over some of the case studies of birth-related meningitis malpractice. Real-world legal cases help illustrate how negligence can lead to a meningitis in newborns and what the outcomes of such lawsuits can be. So we see misdiagnosis that leads to brain damage. And in this case, in Wisconsin, the baby was born healthy but soon became lethargic, feverish, and refused to eat. His parents took him to the hospital repeatedly, but the doctor dismissed their concerns, thinking the baby was just overfed or had minor issues, and sent them home without testing. In reality, the newborn had bacterial meningitis. By the time he was correctly diagnosed, after collapsing in distress, the infection had caused severe brain swelling. He survived, but was left deaf, legally blind, and wheelchair-bound. A lawsuit revealed multiple missed opportunities to diagnose the infection, and a jury held the hospital accountable for failing to perform proper exams and labs, which could have caught the meningitis early. Now, this was the verdict for $19 million, and it covers the child's lifelong medical care and acknowledges his drastically reduced quality of life. Another study, undiagnosed maternal GBS infection out of Illinois, is a case I'll go over. Prenatal caregivers in this case failed to test the expectant mother for group B strep. This is routine screening that should occur at 35 to 37 weeks. Because the GBS status was unknown, no antibiotics were given during labor. The baby contracted GBS from the birth canal and developed newborn sepsis and meningitis, leading to complications including seizures and permanent developmental delays. Evidence showed that the clinic staff even mishandled lab samples. A GBS culture was taken but was not processed in time. Then, someone falsified the date to cover up the mistake. The child survived with brain damage requiring lifelong supervision. She would never progress beyond an elementary school cognitive level. The hospital settled the lawsuit for $9 million before trial, essentially admitting that not only they didn't follow the standard GBS screening protocols, but were negligent and caused the baby's injuries. I'll now talk about failure to administer antibiotics during labor and a case study. A mother in Illinois arrived at the hospital in labor with a known GBS positive status in her medical records. Standard care called for an IV antibiotics, but due to an oversight, no antibiotics were given prior to delivery. The newborn initially seemed well, but within days developed signs of infection. The GBS bacteria had spread, causing meningitis that led to a spastic quadriplegia and cerebral palsy in the infant. At trial, the experts testified that if the mother had received antibiotics, the infection likely would have been prevented. Their jury returned a $29 million verdict for the family, sending a clear message. Ignoring established infection prevention protocols is egregious negligence. The award helps cover the intensive medical care, therapies, and accommodations the child will need for the rest of his life. I'll now cover a New Jersey case, which was a missed infection case. Not all payouts are headline grabbing. Some reflect moderate harm. In one New Jersey case, hospital staff did not act on a newborn's infection symptoms promptly, resulting in uncontrolled seizures and complications once meningitis was finally diagnosed. The case settled for $1 million to cover the child's neurological rehabilitation and ongoing needs. While this is far smaller than the multi-million-dollar awards that we talked about before, it underscores that even less catastrophic but still serious outcomes merit compensation if negligence was a factor. Many birth injury lawsuits are resolved via settlements, which may be confidential. The examples that I've discussed, drawn from reported settlements and verdicts, show the range of scenarios, from blatant misdiagnosis to ignored protocols that lead to litigation. In each, the common thread is the proper medical vigilance could have averted the tragedy. If you'd like to talk more about this, please give me a call at Kelly Law Team. You can reach me at 602-283-4122.